Ethan Dean. I've been training here for about 5.5 months. My numbers when I first started, my squat was 65 for 3 sets of 5. My press was the bar 45 for 3 by 5. And my deadlift was 95 for a set of 5. Yes, I was weak as shit. I weighed around 135 when I first started. I am currently 5'10" and I weigh 180. I changed a couple of eating habits to gain the weight. I was eating more and more frequently. Before I was doing 1 to 2 meals a day. You know, a lot of it wasn't the best foods. So then as I shifted more to eating more and eating more protein-based meals, it started to just come on a lot faster, a lot easier. And next thing I knew, 5 months later, I'm 40 pounds heavier. It's kind of crazy to look back on some of the older photos that I have to see how much skinnier I was, how much thinner I was, the size pants I was wearing. It's definitely a positive change in my eyes. My most recent squat was 300 for a set of 5. My press was 125 for 2 sets of 3. My last rack pull was 315 for a set of 5. My last actual deadlift was 280 for a set of 5. If you had told me 5 months ago that I would squat 315 fairly easily, I would have laughed at you and been like, I'm not gonna come back. I work a semi-physical job, so breaking down pallets, putting stuff above my head does not feel nearly as bad. I'm not nearly as worn out and tired after work. I still feel like I could go run a lap or 2. But overall, I think the biggest change is just gonna be that I'll be eating healthier, I'll be feeling better, I'll be stronger. I mean, obviously I'm reaching my original goals, but there's always the next goal, the next plate to add on. It's not just, you know, for the look, it's also for, you know, the abilities that it gives you, the mental and emotional kind of fortitude it can give you as well. For a little bit, I was like, I'm gonna go to a gym and I'm gonna turn into like a full-on meathead, like just lifting weights, all I think about, all I talk about. I'm like, oh, actually, you know, it's not really just all that. There's more to it. There's more of a personal growth side to it that I didn't really think about too much, but it's kind of been the main aspect of my workout journey. So I went to work out with one of my friends for a little bit, and I hadn't worked out at that point for, I think, probably at least 3 years. So I didn't know where I was starting. I was lifting too heavy. I was sore and tired. I couldn't go, you know, the next day or whatever. I was not doing the right workout for me. The best thing I can describe for the success from the coaching that I've had is just consistency. I mean, they tell me every time, knees out, you know, set your back. Just a lot of consistency on trying to build that habit, build the overall idea of like muscle memory kind of deal. But with John and Brandon and Avery constantly, you know, on me and a lot of positive feedback, you know, I have a good time when I'm in here. I'm not feeling like I'm getting drilled to the floor because I can't, you know, set my back or I'm not setting my hands quite right. Like, you know, it's a good overall atmosphere, and they keep me consistent, feeling good. And when I hit my numbers, you know, it's always like all right, I'm on to the next, let's go. Like, you know, there's no slowing down, basically. Each coach has their own kind of style, but I mean, it all sticks to the program. The program gets you through it, gets you to the point where you want to be. You know, you set your goal, you stick to your goal, you'll get there. I mean, I did, you know, the baseline apparently in 5 months. So, I mean, I'm younger, but I see people of all ages in here, and they're all doing weights and stuff. I'm like, damn, you're strong. Like, if you feel like you're not gonna fit in, you'll fit in, trust me. Some of the stuff that I do for warm-ups, I remember it was being heavy. And one of the things I've told Brandon and I've told John is, it's crazy to think at one point this warm-up I'm doing for a set of 5 was difficult. Then there's times I'll do one of my heavier lifts and I'm like, one of these days it's gonna be a warm-up. It's gonna be a warm-up and I'm gonna laugh at it. So it's a good feeling.
Oh yeah, thanks Ethan. Yeah.